And a nice girl who isn't aware of the value and the premium that respect carries will throw all caution to the wind and, with wishful thinking, will hope for the best in her relationship until it backfires. So, for my viewers, and for my nice girls who are listening in, respect to a man basically means that your standards and your boundaries are positioned in such a way that it establishes yourself to be a person of value. And that is why, and that is what hypergamy is all about. Hypergamy is about the responsibility of making sure that your value is as high as possible as it can be for you, as it possibly can be for you. That is why having standards and boundaries and seeing yourself as the prize and knowing how to walk away from the table when you don't like what's being served comes into play. Because, contrary to popular belief, a lot of women and pick me's and dust bunnies think that a man's ability to love them is based on how fair that they are to men. But men do not fall in love with us because we are fair to them. They fall in love with us because we treat ourselves as the prize. And when we treat ourselves with respect and when we put ourselves on a pedestal, pick me's and dust bunnies and nice girls and women without boundaries, standards, or a plan, they give it all away. They give it all away because they believe that their selflessness and sacrificial efforts will be rewarded with a man's loyalty and not being abandoned. And this is why women are out here going 50-50 and trying to buy love and are getting on bended knee and proposing. And this is why women are out here with master's degrees, dating men who haven't even graduated high school. And this is why women are out here being a man's helper and carrying the load. And this is why women are in situations where they are giving the best of themselves to degenerates and ingrates and Mr. Trifling. And this is why nice girls are out here getting conned and swindled and sucker punched and steamrolled out of their bank accounts by scammy men. Because unfortunately, nice girls believe that making it easy for men will gain them acceptance and favor and the false promise of fake love. But it always backfires because a woman who allows a man to use her will be seen and viewed as a low value woman in the eyes of men. And low value women are never respected or loved by men. The truth is, ladies, men don't need or want our help. Men, more than anything, especially in these times, need feminine inspiration to become masculine men. Because the unmitigated truth is that men by nature are only loyal to themselves and they are only loyal to women who put themselves first. So that's all I have to say on this for now. Nice girls, stop allowing men to kick you in the teeth. There is absolutely no reward in people pleasing, and you do not get points or extra credit in heaven for putting up with BS. Broke men and low value men don't bring anything to your life except stress. So, ladies, it is not your job to be nice to men. It is the job, that was the job of Mommy Dearest. It is your job to value yourself and to put yourself on a pedestal. And in hypergamy, it is a man's job to maintain that pedestal.
He was handsome, charismatic, and seemingly wealthy beyond measure. For Celia Feloy, it was an easy decision to swipe right.
This guy, Simon, comes up on my phone, and you can see that he lives a very different life than what I'm living. He had some selfies, a picture in a nice car. You could see that it was a private jet, just an overall package.
The 29-year-old grad student studying in London says she was immediately swept off her feet by Simon Livive and swept into a high-powered world of luxury.
Just his aura and charisma.
After all, most first dates don't end with a trip on a private jet.
They take you to get on this plane and you go to Bulgaria.
Yeah. I was texting my friends at the same time, like, I don't know what's going on.
You stayed with him.
Yeah.
You had a nice time, and then you came back to the UK. And then what did you think? This was going to continue as a relationship?
When I started like feeling like, okay, this guy actually is really nice and funny, and someone that I could date and like maybe have something with.
But her dream of finding Mr. Right went horribly wrong.
I hate him. It's so horrible.
Celia says Simon told her he was an Israeli millionaire with a nickname, the Prince of Diamonds, but he wasn't who he said he was.
I'm just very tired about crying over this, you know. But it just comes and I can't help it. It's just so painful because I hate myself I just hate that I did this, you know.
And according to Celia, their brief romance turned into a real-life nightmare. Celia alleges Simon defrauded her out of $200,000, leaving her spiraling into debt, suicidal, and fearing for her safety.
He manages to do this because he is a great guy who pretends that he cares so much for other people, so you want to care for him as well.
A lot of people watching might think if it was
Yeah.
£3,000 or £4,000, I would start to feel like I need this money back. You let it get to 200.
I know it sounds so crazy for people, but the sums weren't a lot, and I could see the spend that he did on my cards.
She's now speaking out, warning others about the dangers of online dating. Simon Levive, born Shimon Heut, is a 28-year-old convicted conman who served 3 years in Finnish prison for defrauding several women to fund his lavish lifestyle.
When I'm reading the messages, I as well see how much talk there is about the banks, and then I'm just like, you're so stupid, you know?
Celia says she was lulled into a false sense of security by his grand romantic gestures and flowery declarations of love.
I will support you, I will help you, and we will lift each other. You're nice, you're cute, you're sweet. You let me to do what I need to do, and I really appreciate it.
For Celia, the relationship started out innocently enough.
This was the first time where I felt, oh my God, I really like him, and it seems that he really likes me back as well.